Hello, Aries, and welcome to your reading for the weeks of September the 10th through the 23rd, 2024. This is a reading if you are Aries Sun, Aries Moon, Aries Rising, or have another significant Aries placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you. And if you're returning, welcome back. This is a full horoscope spread based on the 12 houses of astrology. We're going to be using Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche deck. Our tarot deck that we're using to clarify this week is the Mythic Tarot by Julia Sharman Burke. And I will have Denise Lynn's Gateway Oracle as our extra card deck that we will draw from at the end. If you do like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about my videos. And if you want to know more about the work that I do, please check the links in the description below. There's also a link to my social media where I do a daily live stream on Instagram. And I do post those videos here as well as my channelings of Archangel Azrael. So as I say, all of the information about that is at the link in the description box. So, okay, so let's get started here with your reading. Now, this is interesting because I feel like, okay, you seem to be branching out a little bit, Aries. We've got Ankh with the Three of Wands in the first house. So this is you exuding, when Ankh comes out, this could indicate neither a feeling of love or being in love. It can just also be, a passion for life, that you are exuding through your personality, what it is you're passionate about, what you really enjoy. And maybe there's going to be a focus on that. Alternately, this could actually be telling you that this is what you need to focus on. Three of Wands suggests this element of collaboration. So I feel like this is, okay, as a card of identity, which is what the first house has to do with, I feel like this is more about you and your relationships to others, or about branching out or working with others. This is you trying to manifest what you want, and this is about you going outside of your own space, maybe your own comfort zone. So I feel like this is you getting ready to kind of blossom and start to be more in the world with people than perhaps maybe in a more maybe introverted or isolated kind of a state. If you have been kind of out on your own for a lot of the time, then this may be telling you that it's time for you to think about branching out. Now, I don't know if money has been a worry. It seems like you've been too much, like money seems to be fine. I mean, we have Lotus, so this is peaceful continuity of something. But you have the Eight of Swords here, so somehow you have been too much in your head about money, which is not an uncommon thing to happen to people. But it could just be a situation where I think you may have a fear. I feel like you may have enough, but maybe you have a fear you're going to lose what you have, or that if something changes in your life that you're not going to have what you need, and you may be thinking ahead and catastrophizing and overthinking about something. Now, if I look over at your job houses, I'm going to look at three, because I'm going to look at the third house, the sixth house, and the 10th house, all of which are connected in some way. Third house would be if you have your own business. Sixth house would be if you work for somebody, you have a job, or just what you do for others. And then this, of course, has to do with your career. And okay, now this is interesting. Third house, this could have to do with business. I don't know why I feel like this may have more to do with something else, but you've got air with the Seven of Swords. So there's a sense here that there's communications you're waiting for. You feel like something's not what it appears to be, or somebody's doing something sneaky behind the scenes. Or Seven of Swords to me is somebody who is not being very direct, like communicating, but not very directly. Like it's not somebody just directly sitting down with you and saying, okay, this is the situation. This is what it is. It's like somebody, and the Seven of Swords can be a card of suspicion. You might feel, at the worst, it could feel like somebody's trying to sabotage something, but at the very least, it could just be a sense that you just want information about something. There's something you don't know what's going on and you want to know. And it could be that somebody's being cagey or not sharing something with you. Okay, there's definitely this sense that there's, and I also feel with this, like for some reason, I feel like there's a situation that you're watching, like you're waiting for a communication of some kind. And you're very unsure of what's going on, and your mind may be going to places that maybe it doesn't need to go. I am seeing in the 12th house here, which is your house of self-doubt and things like that, and where you're not sure whether what you're perceiving is real or illusional. Yeah, you've got Hathor here, so I don't know if this is thoughts about a female or maybe just a Taurus person or a Virgo person. I mean, that's kind of the elements of this card. It could just be about you trying to, get certain things together. But we have it with the King of Swords. And so the King of Swords is like, yeah, wanting clarity, wanting decisiveness in something. I feel like you are, that you may be frustrated by a situation maybe where you feel you don't have that. And like I said, this could be with regard to somebody who's female, or it could just be even with regard with getting things together for your home or your, again, with your finances, things that provide you with security. I feel like Hathor has a strong feminine energy, but can also just be about the things that make up our home or make us feel at home. So there's something going on here where you feel you want something clear and decisive, okay? And just me looking down at this with this third house, I feel like maybe that you're not quite getting it. You're feeling like somebody's not being direct with you. Again, the possibility also might be that you're not being direct with somebody else and you need to be, okay? So if we look at the sixth house, with regard to jobs, okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles with fire. So fire, again, there's this element here of being impassioned or being all consumed by something. It can indicate a situation where there's a flaring of tempers. That is possible with this card, but usually there's an inspiration about something, and we're seeing this with the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like there's decisions that you're making. You're looking at what you have and you're deciding whether or not the path forward is the right one, where you just simply need to be patient with something, or whether it's futile, whether it's something you need to, you kind of cut your losses and go do something else. I mean, there's definitely a sense of evaluation when this comes up, and it may well be because of something that's either, I don't know, this is about strong emotions or strong feelings. So whether or not this is about, maybe a very volatile situation on a job, or just a situation that heats up and makes you question whether or not this is where you want to be. I mean, this house also can have to do with worries, and it can also have to do with health. So there could be some reevaluations with regard to that as well. And if everything's good with health, which, I hope it is. I mean, I don't like to make health predictions in these, but I feel like there's a strong sense here that you are, with fire and with this, that you are, there's just something that you're impassioned about, or something that you feel like you need to resolve, and you're just not sure whether to go forward with it or not, or whether or not it's worth, if it's a stay. This could be for some of you a case of, should I stay or should I go? And so there may be some decisions that need to be made here. But with fire, you will be inspired to make the right decision. If I look at the 10th house of career, okay, so you have Buckle of Isis with the Hermit. So I don't know if you have a kind of a job where you work by yourself. I mean, that's possible with the Hermit. But it can also just be the idea, okay, with Buckle of Isis, I feel like there's some sacrifices you need to make with regard to your career. And with the Hermit here, I feel like this is something you need to take a good long, to put it in the British terms, you have to have a good long think about it. You want to think about it. You want to make your decisions carefully. But also there's a sense of doing inner work with the Hermit. It may be that, again, with seeing the Ankh in the first house, I feel like you being happy and really being in a space where you feel like you're thriving is very important. And I feel like to get there, there's going to be some sacrifices, and maybe even you withdrawing from something at a certain point. Definitely between that and the Seven of Pentacles, there seems to be a lot of thinking and reevaluating about what you're doing. And yeah, I mean, this is what they call the growth with the sacrifice card. Buckle of Isis it means that we are, that we're putting, again, we're very similar to the Seven of Pentacles, actually. I'm putting work into something, and is the fruits of my labor, is it worth the efforts that I'm putting in? Are my efforts going to be rewarded? And, or, can I give something up? I mean, this is about fidelity to a cause and things. So I feel like I feel like you're sacrificing a lot right now, Aries, for something that you're doing. And you may need to step back and think about that. I feel like the Hermit means that you almost have a need to withdraw for a period of time. So you can take that as it resonates. Now, this is interesting in the home situation. There's something unexpected here with Urias, and we also have the Three of Swords, okay? So Urias with the Three of Swords, Urias indicates, again, there's this energy of something that we're not seeing. It's right next to the Seven of Swords here, which is so interesting. So I don't know if this has to do with something in the family. That could be for some of you, because third house can also have to do with sibling relationships. But I don't know. There's something here that relates, that this has to do with, this may have to do with a family situation. But I don't know, maybe there is something connected to a home. But Urias indicates something taking an unexpected turn. And Three of Swords may indicate a separation, or leaving, or like if you live with somebody, maybe there's a breakup, maybe somebody's moving out, or maybe you just feel very isolated with something. I mean, we have this across from the Hermit, so this could be a sense of separation and being alone. But again, we have Urias, so I feel like there's some situation here, again, connected potentially to home and family. But fourth house can also have to do with our sense of feeling secure about something or feeling at home. And I feel like there's just something here that, again, that you're not seeing. I can't help but to feel it's connected to the Seven of Swords. So for some of you, this may have to do with a family member. But for other people, this may just be that there's something about a situation that's made you feel secure that's going to change. Like there's something you're not seeing, or something that you're you're not getting the full picture or the full story on something. And this may be making you feel isolated. I feel like if there's a communication here that you're waiting for, or maybe someone's not being direct with you, this may be making you withdraw and maybe making you feel isolated in some way. But Urias in that case would be saying, this is not what it appears to be, okay? Like you may be, again, we've got the Eight of Swords next to here too. You may be catastrophizing about something, but it's not what it appears to be, okay? And I feel like I'm hearing that there's some situation, whether it's a family situation, whether this has to do with your job, or some other kind of connection, there's some situation where you need to get clear, like where somebody's not being clear, somebody's not giving you the information, and you need to get clear. And I think you know that, just seeing this King of Swords up here. Now let's see, if those of you who are looking for a relationship, or who are who might be dating but maybe not married or anything like that. I mean, whatever. It's basically for people who are not married. I guess that's maybe the safest way to put it. Okay, so we have Osiris with the Page of Pentacles. Now, this is kind of leadership and Page of Pentacles. Okay, now this could be a person. This could be, I mean, Page of Pentacles, again, is an earth sign. This is kind of a Taurus energy. There's a strong student energy to this card. But I think, okay, fifth house may also have to do with creativity and creative projects, sometimes with children as well. But I feel like, I feel more like this is like taking the lead on a creative project. Page of Pentacles indicates something new, maybe some new way of making money, or something maybe you're learning. I mean, with the Page of Pentacles here, you could be becoming a student again of something, or this could deal with a child who is a student. But there's this Osiris energy. There's this energy of taking the lead on something. That's why I'm not sure this is about a child, or even necessarily about a love affair. Or this could just be somebody who you who is a love interest, who maybe you're going to be working with on something. Maybe you're going to be working on a project with them, or maybe this person has this kind of strong leadership ability. So I don't know. This either has to do with a project that you're working on, like, maybe a new financial beginning, taking the lead, starting something, putting down roots. If this does have to do with a love affair, then this could be somebody that you end up collaborating with on something. And it's interesting because you have the Three of Wands with the Ankh in the first house. So yeah, you may be interested in somebody who maybe you're looking to collaborate with, or maybe they're going to be a student of yours, you're going to be a student of theirs. I don't know. Page of Pentacles has this student energy to me. And I feel like there's something coming up here that, that would help. Again, the idea of something like teacher mentor, or being involved, collaborating on something that has to do with leadership or putting down roots for something. But this does seem to have to do with a new idea, and it does seem like there's messages coming in. Page of Pentacles does promise some very, very bright, new, and solid beginnings. Now, if I look at the 7th house of Libra, you have winged disc with the 6 of Pentacles. So now 6 of Pentacles is about giving and receiving, like equal give and take. Okay, so I don't know if you're talking about, I mean, this would be a successful partner. Okay, winged disc in this house would mean somebody who is successful in their own right. And maybe this is somebody who you receive money from or charity from of some kind. It doesn't have to be charity, but it could be that they are supportive of you or of work that you're doing. The reverse could be true too. You could also be supporting them. But I do feel like there's something here about a relationship that is going to be, I mean, like I said, when I look at the Page of Pentacles in this, I feel like there's a solid foundation for something with equal give and take. And if there have been issues in a relationship, if maybe you feel like one person has been taking more than the other, and this could be true of a married couple too, then I feel like that's a difficulty that's going to be sorted out and overcome. I can't help but to feel like this is somehow connected to what I'm seeing over here in the 3rd house and the 4th house. Like there's a sense of feeling like you don't have the full story on something, and that this may be throwing you a curveball, and maybe you're feeling isolated or cut off. But I'm feeling like the way forward with a relationship, it's going to be through some kind of collaboration. Like there's going to be some project or something that you work with somebody on. That's what I'm getting in my head. I feel like there's some kind of project, and that this may overcome some kind of a gap that you have. And it could be a gap, like I said, if one person has been giving more in this relationship than another, that's something that I think needs to be solved. Maybe actually, what it could be is that you have the good beginnings of something, but perhaps there's somebody here who feels that they're giving, that they're giving more to you than they're receiving. And again, it could be the other way, but that's what I'm hearing in my head. And so I have a feeling, I don't know, if somebody's dropped out and kind of disappeared on you, and maybe you're kind of like, what are they up to? What's going on? I think there's an energy here of, well, this person may feel that they're overgiving. And I think that's something that could be easily solved through communication. So take that for what it's worth. Okay, 8th house, transformations. Okay, Horus and the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles definitely is somebody who is successful. This is usually the successful businessman card. But King of Pentacles is about reaching a point where this is the culmination of the Pentacle suit. So this is a sense of feeling, being successful in business, feeling satisfied. This is the house of joint finances. So I don't know if this means that you're going to be in a joint financial situation that's going to be very lucrative for you, or you're just going to be partnering with somebody who has a good head for business or something like that. But I feel this, like with the Horus card, I just feel like you're going to be recognized and successful. Like if you don't feel like you've been in that space, like you're definitely moving into that space. Like you are, you are going to be recognized for what it is that you're doing. And you're going to be able to, this is somebody who has, really, what the word that's coming into my head is arrived. Like you've arrived, you've achieved the success that you need to achieve. This can also indicate money is coming in from other places. King of Pentacles can be an earth sign person, male or female, in spite of the fact that it's a king. And this can also indicate, this is also the possibility that this money is coming in from family as well. That this could be a father or some other family member where there might be monies, maybe an inheritance from some people, although there's not a strong inheritance vibe to this. But I don't know. There's definitely the sense here of partnering with somebody, but I feel like you are moving into a place of success and recognition for what you're doing, if you're not really there already. Okay, Sagittarius energy in the 9th house. We have Isis with the 4 of Cups. Okay, what literally that though just jumped in my head is you're waiting for somebody. You're. It's almost like you're waiting for somebody to make a trip of some kind, or maybe you're looking to make a trip, a long trip. Okay. And I feel like there's something here where you need to be patient. with a particular situation. There's an air of dissatisfaction here with the Four of Cups. Maybe I feel like there's a situation, and again, this is about expanding your horizons, long distance travel, higher ed, spirituality. I mean, those are all the elements of the Sagittarius house. And I just feel like there's like some kind of an opportunity that you're missing or something that you're not seeing with the Four of Cups. And and a situation where, but coupled with this card, Isis to me indicates something where you have to show compassion and you have to be patient with somebody. So what I'm hearing in my head is like, you're not satisfied with the distance. You're not satisfied. Like there's something, and again, maybe it has to do with this individual here, but there's somebody you're far away from, and this may leave you feeling pessimistic or not looking at something. So this person could be somebody at a distance from you. But this is somebody I feel like who is compassionate and caring, and somebody who, I don't know, again, I feel like there's a need for you to show patience with something. But there may be an opportunity that you're not seeing. So the other possibilities here, if this is not somebody far away, this could be somebody in higher education or involved with education. Maybe this has to do with somebody who, is on a particular spiritual path or is associated with spirituality or spiritual work. But there's a dissatisfaction here. And there may be a time that you are going into things more deeply. There's also the possibility here, I'm kind of getting this thing of like, you might have been having dreams or spirit messages or just something like that. Because Isis does have to do with this. It has this like almost high priestess vibe of that which has to do with the intuitive and the mystical in some ways. And it's in the house of spirituality, an expansive house of spirituality. So I feel like there's something you're missing here. Almost like somebody's trying, like spirit's trying to tell you something and you're just not seeing it. It's that kind of a thing. Because your head, I mean, in the other two houses, the 8th and 12th houses, you've got two kings. You've got a king of pentacles and a king of swords. Like you are very grounded, you are very down to earth, and also very much in your head. And so I feel like there may be this opportunity to expand, but you're not seeing it. Okay. That's what I'm kind of getting there. Some of you just might not be. So I don't know. There's something you want to. I feel like there's a message that's trying to get through to you, and it's like you're not opening yourself up to it in some way. Because I feel like, I don't know, this thing about distance, but also I feel like there may be a spiritual bent to this as well, or just an opportunity that actually might be a good one, but you might be going, oh no, well, it doesn't have this, and this. And like I said, education could be a factor, distance could be a factor. Maybe two people who are not the same spiritual background might be a factor, but it's saying don't miss an opportunity here. Okay, so let's look at your 11th house. It's the last one we're going to look at among this. And okay, so we have Anubis with the 6 of Wands. So 6 of Wands, okay, this is your house of not only friendships, but also in your social networks, but also your goals. And the 6 of Wands to me is a card of leadership. It's a card of success. There's a lot in here about you and success. I feel like you've had a lot of financial success. I feel like you've worked very, very hard for something. I feel like you're gaining recognition for things that you're doing. But you're still paranoid about money. You're always concerned that you're not going to have enough. But you're also at a point where, I mean, Aries, you tend to be somebody who likes to do things on your own. You have those boundaries up. I mean, we have Anubis here, so where it's like you're a very friendly person and very outgoing, but you also have your boundaries. And you are somebody who's recognized. You're somebody who is successful. But there's something here, between the 3 of Swords and the Hermit, I feel almost like you're almost, you like doing things on your own, but you're also very isolated in some ways. And I think there's going to be some unexpected changes here, where you've recently been thrown an unexpected curveball and you're not really sure what to make of what's going on. But again, I feel like this connects to some kind of relationship situation where things are off to a very good and fortuitous start. We've got this Page of Pentacles. We've got somebody who's very, very solid here. And it could be an earth sign or a fire sign, but there's something very, very solid here. But I feel like one person may be giving more than the other, and that may be what's at issue here. But it could be that maybe this, that it's a situation where, I don't know. I kind of feel like this may be a situation where somebody feels they can't approach it directly for whatever reason, that they have to approach you indirectly. And what they're saying to you, you may not be seeing. Okay. Overall, we have Earth with the Ten of Pentacles. So, wow. I mean, this is not only family harmony, but this is financial success, like huge financial success. So I just feel like you are going to be, as far as material security, family, community, you're going to have what you need. This is definitely telling you that, that there's this kind of need to remain grounded and focused. But Ten of Pentacles to me is about community. And I'm seeing it, with these cards of isolation, I feel like this is, and then you have the Three of Wands over here. Your happiness is going to come from being out in community, of being out with others, of extending things, of extending your family, perhaps even. Whatever that means for you, whether that means having a child, whether that means getting married, whether that means associating with your family more. I mean, it could be a lot of different things. But this is also in terms of building legacy. So I feel like you're doing something towards building whatever it is that you're going to be known for. And that seems to be very much your focus right now. You're very grounded, very focused on money, business. I mean, there's all kinds. King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like you've kind of arrived. And yet for some reason, you're still very, very worried that you haven't. And but I don't know. But I see that. I see some kind of thing that will be solved with clear communication. And I see a situation where maybe you're feeling left out in some way. But I think this is going to require a reevaluation on your part, and listen to whatever's trying to come in here for you. And let me just see, what else? Yeah, I think you just need to be aware that you have arrived, and I think there's going to be certain changes that are coming in, and whatever these changes are, I mean, you are. Right now, you just seem to be in a place where you are very unsure of something that has to do with the communication. And I feel for a lot of you, this may have to do with love. Again, does not have to be. This could have to do with a business agreement or something like that as well. But there's something here. You've been very, very focused on your career. You've been kind of isolated. And this is telling you need to, that number one, you're perfectly fine. You're in good shape and you're going to be in good shape. And two, that you need to, you probably should be branching out a little bit more in terms of what you're doing. Okay, so let's see what the Gateway Oracle has for you. Let's just draw one more card. I'm also just going to quickly note, for people who normally watch these readings, you notice that I keep changing the camera angles. I've gone back to this one because I thought the other one might be better, but it's not. So, okay, so let's see what card we have here. Haha, that is so funny. What I just say up here, hearing messages from Spirit. That's your card. Now let me tell you what it means. I'm going to look it up and give you the meaning from here. Okay. Okay. Universe wants you to know, one of the secrets of the universe is the power of belief. If you are able to imagine and truly believe that something can happen, then miracles will abound. Look for signs. The feather that alights at your feet, the penny that mysteriously appears, or the rainbow splashed across the sky might be a sign that Spirit is trying to get your attention. Watch for signs in your dreams too, for messages from Spirit are most often conveyed during the nocturnal hours. Messages are waiting for you. Listen to the whispers in the wind. Well, gosh darn. That's exactly what I was thinking up here. And that, by the way, that's not normally how I would interpret that, but that's what came in my head. Somebody's trying to give you a message, Aries. So, so pay attention. You have been very, very focused on your work. You have been I feel like you've been rather solitary, actually. And this is telling you definitely need to look into working with others. And I feel like there's a door to something where maybe you feel like somebody feels like they're giving more in this particular situation that might be solved through some kind of collaboration of some kind. That's just kind of see if that makes sense for you. But that is literally what I'm getting. So, So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this reading, do hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about these videos. All of those things help this channel to grow. Thank you so much, and we'll catch you in the next couple of weeks.